pleasure to help people's dreams come true. That's how I look at my life. I look at myself as a dream maker. You know, and if you dare to dream, we've all lost that ability to dream. We need to rediscover that little kid in us. We need to go back to when you're 10, 11, 12 years old and you had those high dreams of what you wanted to do with your life. How many of you, when you were 10, 12 years old, said, I want to grow up and be a real estate agent, besides Russell Rhodes? You know, not many of us has maybe aspired to do that, but look at where you are. And you're in an industry where you can have unlimited wealth. Think about that. But you know what? You're here for a reason. And hopefully you're coming in with an extreme open mind. If I can help you take a phone call with a prospect, you know, from 20 minutes of saying nothing to 7 minutes of getting an appointment, is there any value in that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's huge. And that's what we're going to learn over the next 2 days. But I'm going to challenge you. Whatever have-nots, may-not, should-not, oh, Bob, that won't work in my market. How many times do you think I hear that? Oh, my Lord, every single day of my life. Okay, and it's the same. I always go, let me see here. You sell attached and detached housing, is that correct? Yes. You sell vacant land? Yes. Some of your buyers pay cash, some need a mortgage, right? Yes. Wow, I really know your market well then. That's what it is. Well, we're a second home market. Do you still sell homes? Yes, you still sell homes. Remove your own roadblocks in your mind to greatness. We have to allow ourselves to find pieces of a personality we're lacking. And you need to learn to be the chameleon, especially in real estate as a real estate agent. You need to, in the first probably 30 seconds, determine that prospect you're talking to. Who are they? DISC. Some of our clients have actually put that on the buyer and seller lead sheets, DISC. And the agent who's ever generating that lead is circling the DISC, because that helps more, not only you remember who they are, but imagine what it does for a support staff. If the closing coordinator knows that they're calling a C personality, how's that closing coordinator going to appreciate that agent? It's like, oh gosh, I'm going to call this guy in his closing, he's a C, he's an accountant. Oh, I got to have all the detail, and I'm a D, right? Ooh, okay. So it would help your support staff, your rainmakers, when they're interacting with your client, to know, okay, this person's an I. Oh gosh, I got to be fun. Oh, jeez. Oh. You know, these just want to get her done. But so use this, you know, for your teams to make sure you have well-balanced teams. So if you have not seen your team chart, ask your rainmaker for it. And if your team needs an updated team chart, let us know. We can provide that for you. And it's always good, you know, on your teams to discuss the DISC personality profile system. I don't care what price point you're selling, okay? You know, to me, you are dealing with people with the largest financial transactions they're making in their lives. We need to treat it that way. When we dress, the way we dress speaks volumes as to, I think, the type of clientele you work. You know, some people, if your average median price is $185,000, and some of you get really wigged out working with a $500,000 buyer in your market. And that's self-confidence, I'll tell you right now, it's self-esteem. But you only have, you know, about 30 seconds to make a great first impression. Your body puts off 430 signals in the first 60 seconds when you meet somebody. From the way you look at them, from the way you shake their hand, from your appearance. You ever been to a function, you look at someone and say, man, that woman is dressed to kill. She looks, that outfit, you know, it fits her right, everything. It's how bad do you want that small edge between being number one and being number two? See, to me, I think for men, it should be a suit, tie, or a sport jacket. That's what I believe. Some areas, oh, let me get my magic bag of excuses going here. Well, Bob, in our area, it gets to be 110 degrees. All right, we can go casual, take the tie off. But it's bringing back the basics of real estate. It's bringing back the basics of business. It's bringing back the basics of human nature. All I teach is human nature. I teach to be present. I teach to listen. I teach to be focused. I teach to go with intent. Do you want to succeed or do you want to fail? Which one? Succeed. Are you willing to do what it takes to learn different things, Lars? to be a better CEO? Makes sense. Answer and ask, or acknowledge and ask, can change your life once you master it. And you should take this back. Get something light and practice it at home. Grab your partner, again, not on the same team. Now I want you to be a real estate agent. And all I want you to do is you're the agent and ask, how much is the home? So you're the buyer? Yeah, can you tell me how much 123 Main Street is? Answer asking that. I don't want you to go beyond that at all, just the price. You know, and I look for, the dollar productive day, Saturday and Sunday opens. Okay, I don't want you to just be there and sit and do nothing. I love to go to open houses. I really, Brenda and I do. After church, we were in California, and we're coming home, and there were 2 open houses in our neighborhood. Okay, and so we go to the first one. We ring the doorbell. Nothing. Ring the doorbell, and from inside we hear, "The door's open. Come on in." That impressed me right away. We open the door and we walk in. The house is kind of dirty. Okay, it wasn't really clean or staged, but we're looking around and we don't see the realtor anywhere. And then a couple seconds later we hear, "Well, I'm in here in the family room watching TV, so if you need anything, let me know. And if you wouldn't mind, sign in on the sign-in list in the dining room." Wow, I'm impressed. Okay, so obviously the house, and it was dirty. The house was dirty. We go to the other open house directly across the street. Now the first one, I think it was on the market for like 1.2 million. The one across the street was on the market for 875. One had an ocean view, one did not. That was the difference. It's almost same style. Ring the doorbell. It didn't even ring the doorbell. We went to ring the doorbell, but before my finger hit the button, the door opened. "Hi, I'm Bob with Century 21. Welcome to the open house. Who are you?" "I am Bob and you are." Okay, that was a little softer than what I just said. "Welcome. Please, let me escort you in and show you some of the fine features of the home." God, just a world of difference. Isn't it unusual that 875 sold before the 1.2? I recommend 90 days. Number one, what's an A buyer? 30 days. What about today, right? So I used the script of 90 days against every other agent in my marketplace. Dan, as I'm going through the form, I would say the length of this is 90 days. Now, Dan, every other agent, out there is going to tie you up for 6 months to a year. And quite frankly, I believe you're ready to buy a house now, right?
Absolutely.
So why should I tie you up for 6 months? Doesn't make sense,
No.
Does it? So, to me, I want to get you in. I want to find you a home of your dreams. And I want you to be happy well within 90 days. Matter of fact, I believe we're looking at 30 days, aren't we?
Hope so.
Hope is about failure.
Make
words
it
how they
happen,
hit
Bob.
me? See how they hit me? Teflon. Don't resonate. So the thing is, see, it's another close, isn't it? On motivation. That's why I say it. It's a close on his motivation. Is he still highly motivated from last night when I talked to him? Dollar productive activity, DPA. As if you take listings and work with buyers, you have $4 productive activities: list, prospect, sell, and negotiate. Those are the only 4 things you do that make you money. So when if you look at it, it's color coded. I couldn't make this any simpler. Okay. So the green where it says appointment is a DPA. If you do not have an appointment scheduled for that day at that time, you can only do another DPA. So if you're a buyer agent, what's your other DPA? Prospecting. So if you're supposed to be at an appointment from 11 to 12, and you do not have an appointment, you can only do prospecting at that time. Prospecting is defined as first contact. Everything else, after you said hello to them, that becomes follow-up. Sometimes you say, well, you know what, I'm not going to prospect, I'll do lead follow-up. Because I have these 100 people in Tiger Leads or Boomtown or Real Pro that I have to follow up on. So, but be intent on doing prospecting, pick up the phone. This is again is a numbers game, isn't it? So it's up to you. Your daily activity record is purely the accountability to what you say you want to work.